Yeah.
So we discussed about exception handling in the last session.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we just extended the example
Okay.
by writing the update statement within the transaction and exception handling. Okay. So this is like a if block. If this fails, then it will go to catch. If this successful, it will not go. Okay.
Okay.
So, and we have created the same procedure for that using exception handling. And we have done error log. Error log means it's a table where we store all the errors. So example, same divide by zero exception, we are inserting the error details into the error log table. This is customized error. What we generally tell, this is the actual error which system will throw. It is saved in the error log table. We can view it anytime whenever we want. So all the errors are stored in the error log. Okay. So we can even prepare this exception handling. If it try successful, no problem. If this fails, go to catch.
Can you please run any of those?
Yeah, come
Just wanted
again.
to. Can you please run any of those queries? Just wanted to see
Yeah, I will upload
how it
today. Yeah.
works.
Okay. So then throw also we discussed. Throw is like a print message. We had to give some number here above 50,000. Here also we had to give above 0. Okay. So this is a tiny integer, maximum 255 it will allow. This is 50,000 up to some 2 lakhs or 20,000 like 200,000 like that we have to give number. Any number is fine. But
Oh,
actually this syntax, but this will actually print only this message whatever you give here. Okay. So this is within the begin try. So that is about throw. So throw is written within the begin try. Even this can be written within the catch also, because this is like a print message. If any condition met, it will just throw. Not only condition, you can directly write throw also. It just prints it. Okay. So if this block fails, it will go to the catch block. So account transfer, whatever we have implemented, money transfer. So those also we implemented with the help of try and exception handling basically. If you see here, first condition we kept here. If it is valid, get into the transaction or get into the begin try. Okay, if this condition meets, get into the transaction. Else fail. And if this condition is not met, it will go and say which account is not valid. Got it?
mhm.
Clear?
Yeah. I mean, can you just run this, the last one?
What is that? Can you please?
Can you run this query, the last one? Just wanted to see like how it works.
Okay. So this is a script which we have written. I'm giving an invalid account.
Okay.
So invalid account, it will directly jump. It will not get into the exception at all. It will directly jump. This is
Right.
the invalid account. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If I give a valid account and I'm giving more amount to transfer, example, account one is having 61,000. I'm giving here 60,000 to transfer. So only 1,000 will be left out. It will be getting into here. It will check this. It will check this. It will go to the else. Within the begin try only, it will go to the else. Got it?
Mm-hmm. I think you pass only 6,000 there.
No, 61,000 is there. If I, okay, I'm sorry. 60,000 I'm transferring. only
Right.
1000 will be left out. Is it greater than 5000? No. So
No.
what it will do, it will come here and print this. You can do this, or even you can do. So this is the exception handling style. Okay. Got it?
Uh-huh.
If this condition is successful, go on update. If this condition is fail, go on print this. This is exception handling style. If this is failing for some reason, for some logic reason, not this condition reason, if this update statement is failing, then it will throw a rollback. Got it?
Mhm.
Okay. Now let us
And then
update.
then it will print the message from the
Yeah.
catch block. Okay.
So rollback request has not received. So it's saying, see, so it is throwing the message, okay, transfer failed. But the rollback transaction request has not corresponding transaction, okay. So throw it is doing and then coming to catch. Nothing should affect. Yeah, nothing is affected. Let me uncomment this. Comment this. The same example I'm doing. So transfer fail as balance getting less than 5000. So when I write throw, it is looking for a rollback. When I write a throw,
Okay. Within try block.
no, throw is within the try block only.
Okay.
So how come it is trying to it is saying rollback transaction request has no corresponding. So basically it is not entering into here. Okay, it is not entering into here. Directly it is jumping to here. And it is checking throw and getting into catch. Okay. That's the problem. Okay, you got it? So when we get into the catch, I'm throwing this message, I'm getting into the catch. So it says this doesn't have a begin transaction. Let me do one thing. Like just a try, okay?
Mhm.
It is not correct. So I'll just comment this. I'll uncomment this, that's all. Why? Because throw is checking for rollback. And it will say that begin transaction. Okay, there is one more way we can do. I'm trying this, okay? Let me check what happens. Yeah, got it? So this begin transaction is started, okay? This begin transaction has started. Please understand, this begin transaction started. If
Mhm.
this is successful, it will commit,
All right.
okay? If this fails, it will jump to catch block and roll back. Okay. So that
Okay.
time, everyone please observe. Okay. That time, what happens? This begin transaction will link with this rollback. Means this, when this got failed, this rollback is answering it. Okay, I'm rolling back. No problem. Now I started one more transaction at the top. One more transaction I started here. For this, it will enter into here. If this is successful, it will commit. Okay. If this fails, if this condition fails, I'm saying, if this condition fails,
Right.
it will jump to throw. Whenever I say
Right.
throw, it will go to catch. Throw this error and go to catch. So this will be linked. So the same rollback will answer two transactions in different styles. One if this fails, one if this successful. Got it? Clear,
Yeah.
everyone?
So could you please repeat again?
Yeah. See, I have one, this was not there earlier. Okay. Earlier this was there, print message. When we have print message, no problem. It was working properly. But I want to use throw keyword. Throw this message when this is not successful, when this condition is failed, when balance is minimum less than 5,000, then I want to throw that message. Correct?
Yes, sir. Sir, quick question. Throw and rollback is does the same work?
No. Throw just throws the message, that's all. Throw just shouts there is an error.
Yeah, and after that rollback happens.
Oh,
What
yes,
is
sir.
it? Come again?
No, what I was saying is, I was send this to
Alicia.
Alicia. Alicia, yeah.
I'll
When it
explain
throws,
again.
yeah, when throw gets triggered, then it will go to rollback. That's what I said.
Catch. It will go to
Yeah,
the catch. And catch
catch.
says a rollback. And rollback doesn't have a begin transaction. Why? Because begin transaction is within the if condition. Okay.
Right.
Or else we can do one thing. We can just comment this begin transaction. We can only keep one transaction. Okay. If this transaction goes, if this is successful, we'll commit it. If this transaction fails, I mean this logic fails, automatically will go to the cache block and try. If this condition fails, it will go to the cache block. You got it?
Yes, sir.
One transaction is enough. See? So let's say I'll go with the proper condition. Okay. Amount transfer successful. Okay. Clear, right? So we can use the same code in the stored procedure also, so that exception handling is implemented. Any
Okay.
questions?
Yeah. Quick question here.
Yeah.
Can you scroll a little bit down? So yeah, I just wanted to see like what message we get, within the cache block with print error message. So
Yeah, so
can
good
you show us
question.
some
Now,
example? Yeah.
what error message will come is if
Mhm.
this transaction fails,
Uh-huh.
okay, if this begin try, if this block fails, it will not get into else.
Right.
This will not get into else. It will directly come to here. That
Uh-huh.
time, general error message it will go show. System
Okay.
error message it will show.
Yeah. Can you please
Now,
create that scenario like when
so
it
the
goes
scenario won't work here, right? See, what is the chance that this logic will fail? Tell me. If we are writing conditions in such a way, if account number is not valid, it will not get into here at all. Correct?
right. Right.
If account number is not valid, if account number is not valid, if this condition is not there, yesterday we have seen, it will not throw any error. Why? Because see here, where account number is equal to 110. Any error we are getting? No.
No.
So even account number is not valid, we will not get any error here. Got it?
Mhm.
So the statement is correct. There is no complex logic here. That's why I have kept this condition. If this is account fails, account number is wrong, print it. Which account is wrong? Okay. Generally, if any error occurs during runtime, then this error message will come. Okay.
Okay. Do you have any example in there
Like
like to
this.
solve?
So this is error message. General error message. Divide by 0 error message will come.
We can't check the account number on the top first.
We are checking right here on the very top one. We are checking right. We are
And
passing
then,
two account numbers. Are those
and
two
then
account
again,
numbers are
and again down also we have to check.
no, here we are checking whether these two account numbers are available first. Yes, two account numbers are available, then go with the transaction. If
Yeah, good.
if returns less than 2 or not, if it is not equal to 2, we don't know which account is wrong, whether both are wrong or one are wrong. Correct? There could be 103, which is not there in the table, 105, which is not there in the table. Both are not there. Correct?
Yes.
Or 102. So this is not there. So it will check. 103 is there in the table? No. Okay. Account 1 is invalid. 105, else, it's not else actually. I corrected in your system. I mean, yesterday someone was sharing, right? So, account 2. Then account 2 is invalid. Either account 1 is invalid or account 2 is invalid. Okay? Or both are invalid. Sometimes both are invalid. That's why I have written two if conditions, not else. Are you clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions? Let me know, please. Let me share
Okay.
this code with you. Yesterday I forgot to share. Okay. So next topic, we'll move on.
Before that, a quick question on the error log.
Okay.
So, it's not a log file; it's a table we create to
Correct.
log the error.
To see, let's say in real time, we write many programs, correct?
Right.
We write many procedures. So in the error log, I just kept only what error message, you see, error message, error number, severity, get date. Only this I kept. Even
Mhm.
we'll keep the stored procedure name. Okay.
Okay.
Which code got failed, which procedure got failed. Got it? See, you run lot of procedures. Okay. And those are scheduled. Just assume those are you are not executing manually. Those are scheduled. You will tell to an agent, like we have a SQL Server agent here. We can schedule our code, run the even SSIS also you can schedule, SSRS also you can schedule, SSAS also you can schedule, SQL Server code also we can schedule. We schedule in such a way that run this at the time in the midnight 1 o'clock. Okay.
Mhm.
And at 1 o'clock or at 2 o'clock, your code got failed and we are sleeping. We get an email saying that so and so got failed. Morning we log in and check. So it will error message because we implemented exception handling. Okay. Error messages are stored in error log table, correct?
Mhm.
Which procedure got failed do we know? We don't know, right?
Right.
So even we keep procedure name here.
Okay.
In the error log, we also keep the procedure name so that at what time that procedure got failed, we get to know what is the error message, we'll get to know. Got it?
Mhm.
That is the purpose
Oh,
of error log. Clear?
yeah. So, are we going to learn about that? Like how to, get the error message
Schedule,
from
huh?
procedure in the log?
We did right. So this is a simple script. We can convert into a procedure. This will work, right? Same way. If we create this in a procedure,
Okay.
okay, all right. So you want to capture the procedure name, right?
Mhm.
Because this is a procedure, you can just copy paste it. That's all. Over. Procedure name is part of the code. Agree, no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we got 2 inputs. We can make it as a procedure. Over, sir. If we get any, if we are sending, let's say, so see, procedure got, it is telling this procedure has a problem and at this time it got executed.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
You
Any
just mentioned about
questions?
the is I think off topic, but just to, yeah. You just mentioned about the scheduling, right? Scheduling a job. Are we going to
Ah,
learn about that as well?
we can, we will, not a problem. It's
Okay.
easy. It's 10
Okay.
minutes topic, that's all.
Okay.
So what is trigger? To easily remember what is trigger, have you heard about this trigger anywhere?
Yes, sir.
Where? Not SQL trigger, just a trigger topic, trigger word. Have you heard about this trigger any
Like a
other-
remember? Trigger like a remember?
Trigger is like a
Or is
And-
there, if there is any mistakes or if there is any error, it shows a trigger? I don't know. That's what.
okay. You got the meaning of it. Okay. You never heard about any other places trigger? Definitely you heard, but you forgot.
gun?
No.
Gun. So gun, what we do? We are performing an action, that is pressing the trigger. So when we press the trigger, what happens? An action is performed behind the screen. We don't know that. Say example, if a person who don't know gun, how it operates. So if it is pressed, automatically an action is performed and firing is happening. Correct? Or firing will happen. Right? So trigger is, that's how the name is bought. Okay. Trigger, you execute it, you don't see it, back end there is an action getting performed. That's what trigger is. So you can remember trigger this way. Trigger, whenever you execute, automatically an action gets executed in the back end. Okay? Clear? Trigger is also a program. This is also similar to stored procedure, which gets executed automatically on certain input database or user inputs, on certain user inputs or on certain user events. Okay. On certain user inputs or certain user events or database events.
Yes.
Okay. So whenever we say these events, there are 2 types of events or 2 types of triggers we say. There are 2 types of triggers. One is DML triggers. You know what is DML, right? What is DML?
Data manipulation language.
Yeah, data manipulation language trigger. It means that a trigger gets executed when you have an insert or update or delete based on your program. If you say, hey, execute this trigger when an insert on this table gets executed. Hey, execute this trigger when a delete is performed on this table. Okay.
Yes.
So trigger gets executed automatically when you are performing an insert or update or delete on a table, that is called as DML trigger. There is one more called as DDL trigger. DDL means what?
Data definition language.
Yeah, what comes there?
Create,
Create,
alter,
alter, or drop. So
drop.
you are saying to system, execute the trigger when there is a create or alter or drop commands are executed. Got it? Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So there are two types of triggers. So let me share my screen and go through. Triggers are special kinds of stored procedure which will be executed automatically based on user events or database events. Automatically when based on user inputs or database events. There are two types of triggers. One is D1 trigger, which gets executed on insert, update, delete. There are DDL triggers, which gets executed on create, alter, drop. Okay. DDL, DML, DCL, data control language. That is what this is about. DBA do's. That is grant and revoke permissions. Okay. Grant access, revoke access.
Right.
DQL. I'm sorry. DQL or DRL. That is data retrieval language. That is select statement. Then TCL, transaction control language. This is transaction control language.
Yes.
What are transaction control language? Begin
Command.
transaction, commit transaction, or rollback transaction. These are called as transaction control language. DML triggers. Triggers which are created on tables or views are called as DML triggers. So where you can write insert, update, delete. Those are on tables. If the view is on a single table, you can you can write those commands on view also. So triggers which are created on tables or views are called as DML triggers. Any questions till now?
No, sir.
Clear, sir.
Go through it if you want, go through it.
A quick question. You said triggers are categorized into two types, right? You said DML triggers and DDL triggers.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned about other languages as well.
That's the full form.
See,
No, I didn't.
DML trigger means insert, update, delete. DDL trigger means this
Right.
commands.
What about others you have just mentioned below there?
This just I mentioned because okay, some people don't know what is DDL, DML, might forget why, because in the starting we discussed. So
I
just
see.
for revision, I kept not only DDL, DML, we have DCL also called as data control language, where grant revoked by DBA. There is a DRL or DQL we call, that is select statement, and there is a TCL which we have learned, that is transaction control language. Begin transaction, commit transaction, rollback transaction. Okay.
Okay.
We have only two types of triggers. These are not types of triggers, these are the types of commands.
Yeah. Yeah. Just wanted to
Yeah.
make sure.
Okay. So any questions till now?
No.
No, sir.
No, sir.
So DML triggers which are created on tables or views are called as DML triggers. So what is the syntax of DML triggers? Syntax is create trigger. Okay, I want to create a trigger on what table? Write the table name. Okay, you want to create a trigger on this table. Which command you want to do? You want to do either insert or delete or update. So you can write after insert or delete or update you can do, or only insert if you want to after insert. You can write the trigger on all the three commands at the same time. Okay, after insert or delete or update. Let's say or insert or delete, that's all, not update. So like that you can do combinations. Okay, instead of trigger. So instead of triggers are applied on views. So if you want to create a DML trigger, it is on views. That is we write instead of, okay, not after. Clear? Okay. So now what is DML trigger? Trigger which can be created on table or view, correct? If you want to create a trigger on table, we use this create trigger name on table after trigger, after insert. Okay. If you want to create a trigger on view, create trigger name on view instead of not after. Okay, if you are creating view, it will be like this. If you are creating a table, it will be like this. Now clear?
Yeah.
Clear, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Any questions, please let me know. Okay. You are silent. I take it as you are clear.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, moving on.
Okay, sir.
As begin code. So either you write this or you write this. As begin and you write the code what you are going to write for executing when this insert or update or delete are triggered. Okay. Okay. Now DML triggers are classified into subtypes. That's what these two subtypes. DML triggers are classified into subtypes. That is after trigger, instead of trigger. What are the differences? After trigger, these triggers are created on tables. These are created on views. There is no limit. You can create any number of triggers. Okay, create trigger 1 after insert, trigger 2 after delete, trigger 3 after update, trigger 4 after insert. You can write multiple triggers. Okay. But here, instead of trigger, you can have only maximum 3. It will not allow more than that. Are you clear? Instead of trigger, you can create only maximum 3. That's all. You cannot create more than that.
Why that's limitation?
That is from SQL Server.
Can
Okay.
you remove that?
Generally, views, we don't write triggers. Why? Because views, on top of views, we don't write any update or insert. Generally, okay. Generally, we don't try to write any update or
Yeah,
insert
got
or
it, sir.
delete.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why. So even they are giving less options. We can write only 3 triggers max. But we generally don't write triggers, I'm saying. Okay. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So next, if we have an after trigger, this after trigger can be executed for multiple operations. So after trigger can be executed for multiple operations. Means if you have multiple triggers on the same insert, after trigger gets executed. Like after insert, after update, after delete, there will be 3. You can do 3 at a time or single at a time. Single instead of trigger can be executed for single operation. Means if you want to insert into a view, you have to create only separate trigger, not like 3 at a time. Got it? If you want to update, separate trigger. If you want to delete, separate trigger. Are you clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the reason views will have a separate trigger for each DML command. Whereas here you can group all the DML commands and write one trigger. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Clear everyone?
Clear.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So these are the advantages of triggers. Please go through. One is we can enforce user-defined data integrity. So we have integrity constraints, primary key, foreign key, check, not null, default. These are the integrity constraints we have.
Yes.
We can create a user-defined integrity also. So these are the integrity constraints which are created or defined by SQL Server for us, correct? Whereas we can also create our own user-defined constraints. Are you clear on that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. If you want to verify a complex business logic, we can even write a trigger. Populating audit tables. See, we have written insert statements, right? Insert into error log. We saw, right? Insert into error log. That also we can do with a trigger. When something insert fails or update fails or delete fails, go and log into the error message. Got it? We are going to see examples for all of this.
Okay, sir. So could you please repeat the second one, checking complex business
So
logic?
if we have any complex business logic, complex requirement we have implemented, if you want to validate or verify it, we can do that with the help of a trigger. I'll show the example also for
Okay.
this. Okay. Provide security for the tables. So if you want to stop other users to create a table or drop a table, we can restrict or alter a table. We can restrict it from our end. Like, this is generally done by a DBA, right? DBA does it whether people can create or no, not to create tables, correct? They will give the access, yes or no?
Yeah.
That we can do it with the help of a triggers. We can stop use other users or developers to create tables, drop tables or alter tables. We can stop them. Don't create. If any create trigger is triggered, create table command is triggered, automatically that message will thrown. You cannot create any tables. Access restricted. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So that also we can do. These are all like system defined, where we are making it as user defined. Clear?
Yes.
Any questions?
That means like it stop everything.
It will stop. It will not allow any developer to create a table.
So I would like to share some experience of mine. It's kind
Yes,
of fun.
please.
So one time on ChatGPT, I was writing something. So yeah, So I don't know, there's just a band that I like and it says like bomb. I wrote like a word bomb. Like it really it threw all of the triggers that you said. I mean, like I couldn't use ChatGPT, like in Gmail something was happening.
No, you cannot use ChatGPT.
No. So I was just like trying to relate all of those things towards the experience that I had
Okay.
before. Just like a funny.
Yeah. So there will be that's what that internally, they would have written a code, or I can say trigger. Generally, we don't write trigger. Okay, they write a conditions. Okay, if you find any keywords like this, go and stop it. Like whatever the message you got, right? They are going to display. You cannot use ChatGPT for this kind of uh, work, this kind of task. So we cannot provide inputs. They directly say, you just see here, if you ask, I want the actual dumps, actual exam dumps of Microsoft certification, you give any one code, okay, A900 or A102 like that. So actual dumps I want, exact dumps I want. That will say, no, I don't have any actual dumps. Legally, it is not allowed. I can give a practice questions. It will show practice questions. Okay. It will show similar to that. I can give a practice questions, but I cannot give the actual terms. That is legally not correct. Oh. There are certain keywords where they would have kept, okay, standard keywords. So based on that, the answer will be given. Got me? No, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, moving on. So magic tables we are going to understand. What are magic tables? There are two magic tables in SQL Server which are working in the back end. Till now we don't know, but still till now it is working in the back end. There are two magic tables. One is inserted, one is deleted. One is inserted, one is deleted. These are the two magic tables which gets created in the back end. When they gets created, first one is whenever we run the insert command, insert into, let's say, error log only we written, or let's say insert into customers. We are writing this command, okay? So this is the command we are inserting, okay? There is a processor here. Just give me a moment. So this is the command where we are giving. This is the SQL Server engine. For every software, there will be an engine, right? So this is the SQL Server engine. This engine will take and process your inputs. All your commands, this engine will check whether it is correct or wrong, whatever. Now, it is going to this engine, this command. So it don't know whether it is customers or branches or whatever. Okay. What it will do is, it will create a magic table here, inserted. A magic table is created behind the screen, inserted. So this is a temporary table, magic table, temporary table. Your command inserts the data to here, and then it will go to the engine, and this will insert, it will verify and then insert to the customer table. You got it? You're getting me?
So
This
you said
inserted is a copy temp table, which is
okay.
a copy of your original table. This inserted table is a copy of original table. Example, now you are inserting to customers. So it will create a copy table called as inserted. It creates a magic table, that's a temporary table called as customers with all the constraints, and it will insert into this. This gets validated. Everything is successful, then it will move the data to customers. This is behind the screen. We don't know. You got it? Okay. Similarly, whenever we write delete from table, where name is equal to so and so. Similarly, here it is going to create a command called as deleted. It is going to create a command called as so here it is going to create a table called as deleted, magic table deleted, which is a copy of the original table. Again, it's a copy of original table. It will check that name is there, okay, it's there, or ID is there, okay. Then it will go. It will delete and it will go to the table and it is going to delete from the actual table. So there are two tables getting created based on your command. Now, how about update your question? What is update it is going to do? Update will remove the existing value and replace with the new value, correct? Update is going to remove the existing value and replace with the new value. So when update is executed, deleted and inserted both are internally getting called magic tables. Are you clear? Are you clear? No.
Sir.
So in interview, they'll not directly ask you a question, what is a trigger? They'll ask you a question, what is magic table? When they ask magic table, you should understand that they are talking about triggers. Getting me?
Yes, sir.
They'll not ask you what is a trigger. They'll ask you what is magic table. What are magic tables?
So that means we need to explain each of the.
Magic table, you just need to explain what is magic table.
No,
There are
no.
two magic
You
tables
explain about
inserted.
the.
Hmm?
You explain about the inserted, deleted. I don't know the in
Hmm.
update. So you
Yeah.
we
You have
need
to
to do
explain
all of
this
those
too.
things.
You have to explain this too. There are two magic tables in SQL Server. Those are inserted and deleted, which gets triggered upon insert commands or delete commands in the backend. And these are mainly used in triggers. Generally, these are executed in the backend, but we use them in the triggers. What it does it mean? You are asking them, okay, I know this. You can ask about triggers. Got it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I got this. But in general, so when we insert or delete the table, right? Even in that time, are these table created like deleted and inserted?
Yeah, that is automatically gets created in the backend. For
Oh,
every
okay.
insert command, for every update command, these two gets created in the backend, which is a copy of the actual table.
Okay.
Okay.
Not only with the trigger.
Yeah. But no, not only with the trigger, in general. But
Yeah, in
with trigger,
general, yeah.
we are going to bring it to the screen. I'm going to show you. Okay, we are going to use it. Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So while performing DML operations on tables, implicit transactions created. Implicit transactions means SQL server takes care of your transaction. Explicit transaction means we take care of the transaction. You know, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Implicit transactions gets created. Implicit transactions means
It's created by the SQL. It's already
come again.
I think the explicit one is that what we write, an implicit transaction.
Explicit is what we write. Explicit, generally what we write. Okay.
No, explicit is what we write, right, sir?
No. Generally, if we are writing transactions manually, then it is explicit transactions. Okay.
Yes, and implicit.
Implicit means no need to write. Whenever you write an insert command or update command in the back end, SQL server takes care of committing it or not committing. That is implicit transaction.
Okay.
You got it?
Yes, sir.
Implicit transaction means SQL server is taking care. Explicit means we are taking the control.
Yes, that's what I meant. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, so the structure, okay, here while performing DML operations on the tables, implicit transactions are created. Automatically transactions are created and temporary magic tables gets created. So I told you, right, in the back end, whether you write triggers or not, automatically in the back end, magic tables gets created. And the structure of magic table will be same as the actual table. Whenever the commit or rollback does not goes to the original table, okay, sorry. So it will be on the same table. Commit or rollback will be applied on the original table based on the successful completion of magic table process. Got it? If it is successfully inserting to magic table, it will apply to original table also. Are you clear?
If successful, that
Yes.
goes to the original. If not successful, then
Then it will roll back and it will show insert failed due to so and so reason.
oh, yeah, got it, sir.
Again, this is implicit transaction. Okay. Explicit means we are printing that this is failing. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Any other questions from anyone?
No, sir.
Okay. Fine. If no questions, moving on. So below are the magic tables: inserted, deleted. For insert, inserted will be done. For delete, deleted will be executed. Update, it will be updated, deleting on the older records and insert on the new records. So till here, I want you to go through, please, so that I can go with an example. Else, if I go with an example, you will not understand. Okay. All the advantage, whatever we have discussed, we are going to see with an example. I am sharing this document now only.